I need something interactive, fun, that will keep my opponents guessing and make them very angry. That's downright devious. I love it.
Thankfully, they are squirming emergencing a portal. I should have cast the one off the top of my library. That was bad. This is gonna make them mad. They've gotta like rage quit after this, right? All right, today we are playing Esper Flash. It's like Control, but worse because we have lots of creatures. And all of our creatures do annoying things. The big reason we're playing this is just Tishana's Tidebinder is such a versatile and good card. And I really just wanted to play a deck that took a lot of advantage of Tishana's Tidebinder. We've also got Errant Giada in the deck as a nice flash flying 2/3 legendary that lets us look at the top card of our library anytime and cast spells with flash or flying from the top of our library. Kind of gives us like an extra, whenever it's on the battlefield, it's like having an extra card in your hand because almost everything in the deck has flash or flying except for the lands and the instants that are in the deck. Although Horned Lockwhale does count as one of those cards that we can cast from the top of our library, which is nice. 4 copies of Fairy Mastermind and 3 of Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel. These are just nice 2-drop flyers that are a little bit of pain to deal with. Both of them give us some form of card advantage. Fairy Mastermind is really nice to flash in when your opponent wants to draw some extra cards, and then we also get to draw some extra cards. Obviously, Tishana's Tidebinder, very, very good. Kutzel's Flanker is also, I really like this card because it can gain us some life and help us scry if we really need to find something. It's also a really good follow-up to a board wipe, or we can exile graveyards against those squirming emergence decks, which can be quite useful. 3 Wandering Emperors because it's Wandering Emperor. I mean, it's super good. It has flash. We can cast it off top of our library there in Giada. Helps us gain life, makes dudes. It's really good. Versitile Resurrected, another fantastic flash threat that's just versatile and helps us deal with whatever we're struggling with, countering a spell, destroying a creature, what have you. And 4 Obscura Interceptors. I really, really like this card because it just helps us get some lifelink on the board. It's a good body. And sometimes just between the amount of ways we have to counter things with the 3 Urtais and the 4 Obscura Interceptors and bouncing things with Hornlocked Whale, things like that, we just have so many ways to just keep stuff off the board and keep pushing through damage. We've got 3 Virtue of Loyalties as another basic. It's a 2-drop in the deck. It's just a flash 2/2 Knight with Vigilance that later on we can cast the Virtue side of it to help pump our team, and that can be very useful. And then 3 copies of Hornlocked Whale as another 2-mana removal spell that can be a big giant threat later on in the game. So with that, the deck's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy the games. So let's get to it. All right. Playing some Esper Flash. Nacho Lunch. What do you call lunch that isn't yours? Nacho Lunch. We get to go first, but we don't have any white. We have a lot of white cards in our hand, so we are going to mulligan. This is less exciting, but we can cast everything in our hand, which is good. So we'll take it. Put one of these Deserted Beaches back. This is a fun deck, just frustrating our opponents and forcing them to figure out what we're going to do every turn is always a lot of fun. Start off with Seachrome Coast in case our opponent's on mono red. You can get that sweet, sweet Elspeth Smite. Not mono red. We will play an island. I don't need to give away that we're playing black yet. Tempted to smite that, but not yet. I'd rather flash from the Mastermind. Then smite does technically get rid of its trigger. Diabolic Intent, so they get the trigger anyway. Let's go ahead and flash in Mastermind so that we can draw a card off of their draws. Opponent scries one of the top, so they like one of the cards they're getting. Oh, this is the search one, not the drawing. My bad. I thought it was the sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Diabolic Intent. I don't see this around too much. Looks like the opponent has a cut down or something, maybe. Yep. One pass turn. Womp and Gix for the opponent. We will flash in a Kitzel's Flanker and scratch 2, draw 2. Virtue's not terrible. We'll keep that on top. We'll play Underground River. Attack, see if the opponent wants to block. They probably don't. And we'll Virtue and Smite on their turn. Shieldred for the opponent. Fantastic. Our favorite card. Alright, so let's go ahead and Smite Gix. Malcolm's not terrible, but it's gonna kill us. I think we're just gonna go ahead and play Virtue. Start growing the team. If they start trying to attack with the shoulder, we can probably race them, but oh, never mind. No blocks. Hope they don't have a creature to follow up with. They do not. We'll draw, take 2. Wandering Emperor is a good draw. We'll take it. That gets rid of that Shieldred nicely. Oh, I just happened to wander over here and notice a Parade or needing killing. Opponent has removal for our Knight. That's okay. Another Shieldred. Hey. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and make a dude. Put a counter. Opponent's gonna cut down just all the removal. Fast turn. See if the opponent wants to go face or try to kill the Emperor. They're going to try to kill the Emperor. I am going to block with the Scoundrel because at least that way we can exile the Shieldred if they don't have an answer. They don't. So exile. And as much as I want to play this Obscure Interceptor right now, I'm not going to. Because we want to be able to counter if they have another Shieldred. I'll flash it in now. Boy, all the lands. Get in there for 3, gain 3. Get 2 Virtue triggers. At least now any creatures we draw are going to get big quick, so 2 Virtues is pretty good. Junji's a nice guy. That is unfortunate. No attacks. Versitile resurrected. What do they have to get back? Tootsie. They don't have any Shieldreds. I think we just hold back one more turn. Make our Interceptor big enough to actually attack through it without dying. We could always counter the actual Junji trigger. Let's see what he decides to do with Junji. He's going to put a creature on the battlefield and lose 2. I think we're going to counter the Diabolic Intent, though, honestly. Oh, they choose that. That was the wrong choice. They decided to change their mind and choose to make us discard. We're fine with losing the Smite. Letting the opponent just randomly draw a card is much better than letting them go get one out of their library. Get to gain 9 here. Opponent really doesn't want to block. They want their Gix, but our stuff's getting real big. That'll do it. 2 virtues, too good. Alright, who's up next? A name I can't pronounce. Well, good day to you, sir, anyway. Opponent's going first. This is reasonable. We'll keep. Restless Anchorage for the opponent, so it's looking like blue-white control. This will be a bit of a challenge for us. Very grindy match. I play a Seachrome Coast and pass. We'll go ahead and flash this in while they don't have counter mana up. So it actually looks like it might actually be poison control. I say looks like, it is poison control, obviously. Poison control is a little bit less scary. They tend to run out of answers a little quicker than actual control. Sunset Reveille is fine because they can't block our Malcolm. Play planes. Get in there for 2. Draw and discard probably Elspeth's. Elspeth's might, yeah. Pass turn. Death Guy. Opponent has red mana now. You're gonna get in there for 2. I'm tempted to flash in this Errant Giada and block, but the red is making me a little wary, but I think we're gonna do it anyway. Can't sit around and do nothing because we're scared of what the opponent has. Looks like they might have counter magic. Yep. They're gonna proliferate our poison counter. Versitile is a good draw. Get in there, draw. We'll discard the waste. We'll keep another Versitile. We'll just take the 2 this time. See if the opponent has a counter for Emperor. The Wandering Emperor is wandering into your game and slashing up things you don't like. Is this? If it's an artifact or creature, it loses it. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna make a 2/2. I'm gonna play Otwara. I'm gonna get in there. Draw. Discard. Well, no, I kind of want the island. No, we'll discard the island. So we can discard the whale next turn and play it free. We'll make another dude. And we're gonna counter this Mind Splice Apparatus ability if they don't have a counter spell. And then it'll be a useless mana rock. Well, it won't even be a mana rock. It'll be a useless rock. That is until they Sunfall us. But we definitely can't let this start getting a bunch of counters on it and making all their stuff super cheap. They have Sunset Revelry, so that's not a Sunfall. Alright, well, I mean, I'm gonna put a counter on this Malcolm here. And we're gonna start getting the cast stuff for free with Malcolm. I like that. We'll get in there with these guys. Keep the tie binder back. Keep the tie back to counter any board wipes. I'm just gonna soak up and kill all of our samurais. We're fine with that. Oh, look at that, more wheel. I'll take a 6/6, yes. Thank you. Bye-bye little humans, bye-bye samurai, pass the turn. And we've got 2 Urtai, so we can counter board wipes for 2 turns, and that should be enough. Big score for the opponent. Well, I mean, they have a little more mana now, so if they have board wipe with counter backup, we're in a little bit of trouble, but we'll see. They didn't have a board wipe last turn, so opponent's passing. I will put a counter on the whale. I'm not going to attack with the tie binder because I don't want to risk it dying to Emperor Elspeth's Smite or something ridiculous. Do we counter this? What are they going to copy? They got to pay ward if they want to kill the whale. Get lost. Get lost. This leads me to believe they don't have a board wipe, so I will spend an Urtai to protect Malcolm here. Counter the second get lost. Opponent still has to pay the ward if they want to kill the whale, which they will, I'm sure. Tap the mana, opponent. Pay the ward. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. For a second, it almost looked like they weren't going to pay it. And we'll just get another whale anyway. Discard, cast a whale. See if we can. Nope, no land. See if the opponent found a board wipe. Or something else ridiculous to copy with Galvanic Iteration. It's been a while since I've seen Galvanic Iteration around. Opponent's thinking. Memory Deluge. Well, they could definitely find a board wipe that way. Please no board wipe. Wait, hold on. They have 129 cards in their... They found a board wipe in that. Oh my gosh. Our luck. No. All right. It's okay. We got this. Okay. Okay. We'll let that go. Arcane Bombardment. Well, no. We would really like you not to do that. Do they have a counter spell? No! Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Make it 2-2.
Guards, to me.
Get in there for 2. We just have to find a way to... So we're going to counter this time. Opponent's probably going to try to cast something in response. Like Galvanic Iteration, yep. And we are going to counter the iteration. Is their last card really another counter spell? Oh no, Silver Scrutiny. Okay. Alright, this could still go well. Okay. We're gonna counter. I think at this point we're gonna counter the bombardment trigger. And Tashana's Tiebinder is going to counter the Mind Splice apparatus. Alright. All that during the upkeep. Alright, what is the opponent? They got a tap land, so they got 4 mana to work with. Something gets copied if they cast something. And then they get an Arcane Bombardment trigger. Oh. Do they have a way to stop us? Are we dead?
Strike fast and strike hard.
Did we get there? Super grindy match? Oh. They have a Faithful Absence. Oh, goodness. That's still 8 damage, though. So they gotta hope that... Silver Scrutiny under it, so they can't get anything. So they need another removal spell in hand. Union of the Third Path. No! Up to 11. They're down to 3, though. Let's draw a card. Obscura Interceptor. It's not bad. Oh, we just gotta find a way to deal 3. Memory Deluge for the opponent. They get an Arcane Bombardment trigger. They get a counter spell under there, so we're fine with that. So far, their bombardment's whipping. Opponent snacks 2 things. Plays land. I mean, it's looking pretty good because we can... If they have a board wipe, we've got Kutsuli Flanker, temporary lockdown. I think we're fine with that. And then I'm just going to play Flanker, put counters on it for creatures that left the battlefield this turn. Alright, opponent. We got to untap, so now we have Obscura Interceptor. So now we just have to worry about him getting really lucky with the Arcane Bombardment if he has removal.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Get lost. Let's let the Arcane Bombardment resolve first. Sunset Revelry. Oh gosh, that is frustrating. Turn up the one target spell to its owner's hand. I don't know if that works that way. Well, let's play this. Can we target the Sunset Revelry? Aha, it worked. And we actually have it. We drew another Obscura Interceptor, so now we can hit the Get Lost too. We did it, I think. Do they really have one more spell to cast? Oh, goodness gracious. The luck! Well, that wasn't enough though, huh? Oh, got there. Okie doke. We're ready. Entering the Matrix. Gotta go in the Matrix. This is a good hand. We'll keep. Dark click on one. Plains and Skrell for the opponent. We will play a Plains also, but we're gonna pass. See what our opponent wants to protect with that Skrell. Patchwork Automaton. Interesting. So mono white artifact aggro. Don't know what they're playing. Things get real janky at low mythic, man. Going to get in there with our Scoundrel. Discard one of these weights. Errata's good. Or Errant. Errant and Giada. I always want to say Errata. Celestis from the opponent. I'm going to Tide Bind that ability. Nope. Bye bye ward, bye bye growing, bye bye all that fun stuff. Ward into the sky. Well, if the opponent wants to double block my Tide Binder with those, I'm cool with that. Like some kind of weird mono white counter strategy. Well, they're just gonna tap everything. That's fine. Tap all the stuff you like. Scry to the bottom. Let's go ahead and get in there with both. Put the opponent down to 13. Draw a discard. We will discard the Seachrome Coast since we can't play it untapped. Opponent gets a Celestis trigger because we didn't cast anything. Never want to cast things on our turn if we can help it. How about that flash? Thousand Moon Smithy. Nope, you can keep that in your hand, sir. Please and thank you. My opponent's just gonna scoop it up. They don't want to deal with all the countering and bouncing nonsense. Okay, SD Nano 7. We're both S7. Severin 7, SD Nano 7. Plains on one for that sweet Elspeth Smite in case it's mono red. It's ironic, as soon as I stop playing things that mono red wrecks, I stop getting matched up against mono red. No, never mind. I spoke too soon. Oh, wait. What's that? What is that? Underground River. Pass. Flash in these virtues. Autonomous furnace. What is this nonsense? What's going on over here? Make a 2/2. Play Shipwreck Marsh. Get in there for 2. Fast Lantern. Mountain for the opponent. They are mono red, but they're not mono red. What you got, opponent? Song of Totens Tans. Okay, so they're gonna make 2 1/1 Wrath. That's cool. With haste. Can't block with those. We will play Deserted Beach. Get in there for 4. These virtues coming up soon. Opponent's gonna equip. What does this do? As long as a card exiled is, so when a creature dies, exile it. So these things don't do anything. Alright, I think I'm just going to take the 3 here because I kind of want to play this Obscura Interceptor. Cool, we get to put that back in their hand anyway. Put a Smite down. That can go back in your hand, good sir. We'll take 3. We will play a Deserted Beach. We will play a Virtue of Loyalty. Get in there for a bunch. And untap it all. Ta-da! I don't know what this nonsense is, but it's not very good against what our nonsense is. Opponent looks like they may have something to kill our Interceptor. What do you have, opponent? Do you have a way to stop us? Do. Furnace Rains. Let's wait to gain some life. It's okay, I'll take the damage though. They get a treasure. Do they have a way to sacrifice our Interceptor for 1 mana? Strangle? Something? I feel like they did that for a reason. They do! Oh no! We got. Well, we'll play a Malcolm. Man, that was quite a turnaround there. Boy. Especially with the lifelink and the Callous Sellsword, it uses the creature to deal the damage. Alright, we'll go ahead and smite the rat. You've been smited. Get out of here. And if he tries to crescendo that rat, we'll ganjo that one. Don't try to be tricksome. No. We don't want them getting to exile something to cast next turn anyway. Cacophony Scamp. Okay, so it's some kind of like weird like pump up your stuff and fling type deck. Cacophony Scamp in this is really good because this deals the damage before it dies, and then it dies, and then it deals its damage again, which is pretty cool. So that's actually a neat synergy. We'll go ahead and discard the second Malcolm, untap our stuff, and get 2 counters. See if our opponent has anything crazy this turn. No more Furnace Rains, please. That was pretty brutal. No, no, they have another one. The question is, do they have another Calisol sword? I gotta risk it. I get a treasure. Do they have the cell sword? Swift spear. That's not a cell sword. Goodness, I got so... I could have just killed the swift spear. I got so stressed out about the furnace range that I completely forgot. I was just sitting here thinking, I gotta counter whatever they play next. That was mislethal on my part. We should be able to counter whatever they play here with Urtai. But don't worry, I know I missed lethal. I could have just killed the swift spear. What's important is that we don't lose the game because of it. The Sulfin can get countered and get out of here. Nope. Okay, and then now we're not gonna miss lethal. We're gonna attack this time. We're gonna get the lethal. And there we go. We did it. Good game, SD Nano. All right, Cameron. Mr. Garuk over here. I heard he's coming back, maybe. I miss Garuk. Good old Garuk Wildspeaker. One of the original OG Planeswalkers. Before they even had Mythics. Don't try to guess how old I am. Island for us. Looks like the opponent's on blue-black mid-range or Esper or blue-black control, something like that. Pilfer. Do I want... I think I want to cast this. I don't think I want them to steal or Virtue. Because that can really help us later. I'd probably take our tie binder. Excuse me. Well, I take Errant and Giada. Okay. I have a cut down for our little dude. Fading Hope. Same difference. Our poor knight. He just wanted to serve and be cool. But you went and faded his hope. Graveyard Trespasser. I'm going to counter that ability. Mainly because it removes ward. In there. See if he wants to block. No blocks. That's fine. No transformation from the opponent. Shauna's Tie Binder is such a fun card. There's so many interactions with it. Every time I play this deck, I'm just finding new things and new ways to mess with people with it. See what the opponent's got on 5. Liliana of the Veil. That is unfortunate.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
We lose our Tie Binder.
Off you go.
That unfortunately transforms the Glutton too. Well, we're still gonna kill it. Yes, we will discard the card, discard a smite. Take 2 from the trigger anyway. Deserted Beach. Alright, so if I play Loyalty here, if I play Virtue Loyalty here, they're going to tick up and make us discard. We can discard the smite. No, I think it's better to tie binder the Liliana trigger. And hope they don't have removal. I mean, it counters the trigger regardless, but alright, I guess we just play a Virtue then. Problem is the opponent can just start making us sacrifice everything that we play. Just running out of gas here.
We all have things we'd rather.
Alcazat's Deepest Betrayal. Fairy Mastermind is not going to get us through that. Alright, good games. Alright, Gelashto. We get to go first. No 2-drop though. We'll try it. Having a 2-drop would have been nice. Looks like the opponent's starting a little slow too though, so. Mirror X for the opponent, so probably black-white control or Esper control of some kind. Pass the turn. Oh, Virtue for the opponent. Opponent plays Takanuma. I'm gonna attempt to get in the block with the out of here. It worked! The opponent they do not have any removal. That's good to know. Alright, so we got a Mastermind on top. Could really use a land, but we'll settle for that for now. Wedding announcement. Well, all our stuff is flying pretty much, so try not to stress too much about that. Get this Mastermind down. There's a land on top. Get in there for 4. Opponent missed the land drop last turn, I think. No, they didn't. No, they did because we missed the land drop. Alright, so Lord of the Third Path. They don't have any targets on our side. I'm gonna flash this in and counter the wedding announcement trigger just to do something with our turn here. We have the white for the Emperor, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in here. If they want to block, then we'll just flash in the Emperor, give first strike. Get in there for 4. What I love about this deck is just so many options. Yep, that'll be enough. Are you ready? Punk Cyber. See what you're up to, Punk Cyber. Opponent goes first. We have lands to cast things, but no white. We'll draw the white. Dark Slick Shores for the opponent, so it's looking like Squirming Emergence. Struggle against this deck a little bit if we don't find counter magic of some kind. By counter magic, I mostly mean Obscura Interceptor or Otherworldly Gaze from the opponent. Versitile is what I was thinking of, sorry. So the opponent's availed 3 the first time. So let's see what they put back this time. Opponent ditches 3 more. Oh, they're playing like a spicy version of it. They got Lord Xander here. The Celestus from the opponent. Pass turn. We're going to go ahead and play Scoundrel. Get in there for 2. Draw. And discard. Wait, what do we discard? I guess Errant Giada is probably not helping us out very much this game. I'm tempted to counter the Celestus ability just because it removes it as a mana source, but Portal to Phyrexia in the graveyard. They have a Squirming Emergence. They have... Okay, Picklock Prankster. Well, now they have Squirming Emergence. So it's going to be more important than ever that we keep this Tie Binder up. We need this out of card waste because that'll help us play the Interceptor. Are they actually playing removal? These decks usually don't have room for it. They are. Well, I mean, I guess Bitter Triumph makes sense because they can discard things. Like one with the Multiverse. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. They play a Picklock Prankster. Curious. There's another Tie Binder. We like that. Otherworldly Gaze for the opponent. Puts a Titan into the yard. Keeps the other 2 on top. Forest. Maybe the opponent's was waiting until they had make disappear mana up or something. Well, looks like they're going for it. Alright, so Squirming Emergence. We could... I don't want to Tie Binder the effect. I would rather just put this back in their hand. But I feel like they waited until they had 5 mana because they have counter magic. Not a difficult decision. Okay, they don't. So we draw. Discard Darkslug because it does not come in untapped. We'll put the Squirming Emergence back in their hand. Opponent plays another Otherworldly Gaze. Another Portal in the graveyard. Celestus trigger. Errant and Giada. Well, I'll go ahead and get in there for 3. The opponent will probably block. Yep. Let's go ahead and gain some life while we can. Celestus triggers again. Opponent draws and discards a Virtue of Persistence. Land Invasion. Well, we will counter that ability. No, thank you. As soon as I choose a target. There we go. Nope. And we'll flash in an Errant and Giada. Deserted Beach. Got another Tie Binder on top. Nice. Thankfully, they are Squirming Emergencing a portal. I should have cast the one off top of my library. That was bad. This is gonna make them mad. They've gotta like rage quit after this, right? That's gotta be frustrating. Get in there for a bunch. Opponent draws and discards. They need to have a better way to show you which of these tie binders is affecting which ability. It doesn't really matter at this point. Opponent's going to put that back. We'll discard the Emperor. And they get a card from the top 3. If they kill one of the tie binders, it doesn't matter because the portal triggers are already gone for the turn. Founding of the third path. Exile and instant or sorcery, so Bitter Triumph. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, they're doing the same thing. Like, which tie binders attached to which thing? Opponent discards the invasion. Did one of these get their ability? Nope, they picked the wrong one. Wizards, fix Tishana's Tidebinder. Give it a tooltip, please. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. Just to go over a little bit of stats with the deck. The overall win percentage for the deck in the time that I've been playing it and modifying it is 54%, but that was also before I made changes and things like that. I originally had 3 Resolute Reinforcements in the deck, trying to take a little more advantage of the Virtue of Loyalties that are in the deck, but I found that this was just super underwhelming in the deck. Switched it out for 3 Hornlock Whale. That's been performing a lot better. This version of the deck is 19 and 12 with a 61% win rate. The games that we played for you today on camera, 9 and 5, 64% win rate, so not bad. But you can see none of the matches have been mono red today, so the deck should do a little bit better against mono red with the Hornlock Whales in, but we just haven't had a chance to redeem ourselves against them yet. So other than that, the deck's a lot of fun. It's very reactive and a very different play style than I usually play. I tend to play more interactive and proactive decks. You know, I like to play tribal decks and creature decks and things like that. So playing something a little different and a little bit out of my comfort zone, playing something more reactive and having to think a little bit more and put that puzzle together on how to get through and how to close out a game through what our opponent's doing is a lot of fun. So if you enjoy puzzles, if you enjoy having a lot of options every turn and having a lot of fun ways to make your opponents mad, then this is definitely the deck for you. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please give this video a like, drop a subscription, and watch this video right here.